Um, Obviously we made too many mistakes to win the game. Uh, I think that we've got to make sure that we don't expect things to be given to us. We've got to earn them. And in that particular instance, I felt like, we were expecting that team to just give us the game, and it's too well coached of a team, too experienced of a team um, to do that. So, you know, obviously we had our chances to win the game, and we didn't, we didn't take advantage of them. Questions? Well, I don't know if there's necessarily a biggest difference. I mean, we didn't execute as well in the passing game in the second half. Um, I think we got away with a couple maybe in the first half. So, it was one of those sort of things. But we didn't execute as well in the second half in the passing game. We've got to be able to run the ball. I mean, that's we got to be able to run the ball better, and we have. So that was a little disappointing. Um, Defensively, I thought our defensive line played really, really well the whole game. Um, I just thought in the second half, you score on defense the one time, and then we don't sustain drives. They probably got a little gassed. They probably got a little tired, and just the way they play, the defensive line is. I don't. You're going to be double and triple teamed all day just because they run so much of the slow mesh RPO, and then when they don't, they max protect or they run quick game where those things can tire out the D line. But I thought in general, I thought our defensive line played really, really well. But they might have got a little gas at the end of the game. Although I will say they made the plays there at the end to make them punt it. So I thought that was a really pretty gutsy performance right there by them.
Wings front seemed to really wreak havoc in the second half, particularly. What made them so difficult? Did you sense anything change once they got into the second half, or was it just clicked?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think we gave them a couple, and we didn't tackle as well. We didn't set the edge as well as we did in the first half, and so then we didn't tackle as well. I mean, when you have that much space, I mean, they have great players, so they were able to make some plays. I thought they made a couple adjustments that obviously helped them. I don't want to take anything away from their coaching staff, which is obviously excellent. Um, but in general, I just think we didn't tackle as well. We didn't set the edges the way we needed to.
The rare opportunity to have a Power Five come to a Group of Five, 1,500 games, 20 teams, 20 of those particular games. How frustrating is it to slip away this opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, it could be a D3 opponent, and I would be frustrated. I mean, it, you, I think more importantly, and I understand what you're saying, but we only get 12 opportunities a year, and those are the 12 I care about, and so we let one of those opportunities slip through our fingers. I mean, the reality of it is, and that's kind of what happened. We let it slip through our fingers, and they grasped it and they took it, and I think that was probably um, the difference in the game is they went out and won the game, right? They made a couple plays. They got behind us on the one, and they made a bunch of sacks and stuff in the second half, and they went and took it. So yeah, I mean, it's more for me. It's more about the 12 opportunities that these young men work so hard all year on, and you miss one of those, and that's gonna hurt.
Are you concerned about the stats?
I mean, I'm concerned about a lot of stats on here right now. I think the sacks are a byproduct of some other things. I think the sacks are a byproduct of the fact that we didn't run the ball very well. I think the sacks are a byproduct of that led us to being behind the sticks. Um, we've we've got a sack. I think sometimes people don't always quite understand this. Is everybody owns a sack. I mean, the quarterback. Maybe the quarterback could have got rid of the ball sooner. Maybe the running back didn't step up and protect the way he's supposed to. Maybe the tight end didn't protect the way he's supposed to. Obviously, it could be an offensive lineman who didn't do it. Maybe a wide receiver ran the route at the wrong depth, or one of those sort of things. Maybe the coach didn't make a great play call, which you know what I mean. I mean, maybe the head coach should have directed us to do something else. I mean, we all own that, So I don't think it's concerning because it obviously limited our ability to win the game. So that was concerning. concerning, and that's why you go 3 of 15 on third down. I knew third down would be a huge stat in this game, and they were able to barely beat us at that. I knew that turnovers would be a big stat in the game, and they got us in that. And then another one was going to be TFLs, and I'm quite sure that they got us in that. Probably not as much as I think they were all pretty. I bet all three of those stats are fairly close. Game's fairly close.
Marion, what can you say about his fumble and interception return?
Well, he's a kid who can, he's a great playmaker. He did some good things tonight. Um, we always knew he was a great playmaker, and he's getting a chance to play more consistently, and so he's made more plays. I thought, Rashid Reason at corner, I thought he did a nice job today too. Broke up a couple nice plays there at the end and did some of that. So, obviously, we got to, when we go back and we watch the tape, we're going to see that there are some opportunities for us, and we didn't quite take advantage of all of them.
First time we've really seen Javon kind of break out this year. How important is that for him?
Played really, really well in the first half, and that helped us. I thought he had a fantastic week of practice, and it, like it usually does, it bled onto the game field. So we need to continue to do that.
When you're up 17-0 on a team like this,
I don't say that. What I talked to him about is exactly, and maybe I need to say that, right? Because my way didn't work, obviously. What I talked to him about is going to win the game. I didn't want to put anything in their heads about the other team having a chance to win. I told him we need to go out there and play to win the game, play to win, and not play tense. And I did. I thought we played tense, and I thought we played, which tends to make you play slow, and that sort of thing. So I just thought we played a little tense there in the second half. And you got to go out there and that team. That team's always been an explosive offense in terms of their ability to create big plays, right? So you knew that they could do what they did. So you didn't want to. So I told the offensive coordinator, keep calling it the way he was calling it, and I told our defense coordinator the same way, because if you just sit back against that team, you're going to get. It's not going to be a good day. So I thought our defense had a great game plan and executed it well. Obviously, we had a couple plays I'd like to get back, but I thought in general we executed that well.
Anything else for Coach? All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.